Are you tired of feeling frustrated when it comes to color? So many women tell me they have no idea what color works for them, and it can be deflating to try time and again to get it right. Let me do the work for you. I've been doing color analysis for my clients around the world for more than 14 years, and I would love to work with you. During this virtual session, you'll discover whether you're warm or cool, your 30 best colors, and I'll share with you your fabulous 5-color palette. These are your absolute 5 best colors to wear so that you can always look your best and so you know what to build your wardrobe around to give you endless options. My client Shelly said there really is something to this color thing. I am starting to get it and see how much of a difference it can make. My client Nancy said I am not exaggerating when I say how many compliments I continue to receive. My new image brings me delight and joy every single day. And my client Linda said now I can look over racks and racks of clothes and go directly to my best colors. Shopping for myself has become so much easier and not a dreaded task anymore. Thanks to Michelle for the clarity into who I am and what looks best on me. Let me take the guesswork out of knowing what colors to wear. Sign up for your virtual color analysis today and get ready to wear color with confidence. You'll find the link to sign up in the show notes. Welcome to Style by Mary Michelle, a podcast designed to empower you through personal style. I'm your host, Mary Michelle Nidifer, a master style coach, founder of Style Finder Boutique, and creator of the Style Finder ID system. I'm here to help you know what to wear, how to wear it, and how to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. Let's go. Welcome back, beautiful friends. It is such a beautiful day here. I tell you what, this week here in North Carolina, our weather is crazy. And by crazy, I mean crazy hot. I think, it's so funny. We always joke that we do have 4 seasons here, but you wouldn't always know it because our weather likes to go from 0 to 60. And we had a good spring. We had a really nice spring, actually. But then all of a sudden, it's hot. It's crazy hot. So it's just interesting from a style perspective. You go so long wearing something, and then all of a sudden it's like, ooh, immediately your needs change, which can wreak havoc on your wardrobe sometimes or on what you're used to wearing and just throw everything in a tailspin. But that's just the way it is. So I'm grateful for it and I am here for it. So anyway, what did you guys do this weekend? I know this past weekend was Memorial Day and we had such a beautiful weekend. We celebrated my mom's birthday. And my mom is gorgeous and so beautiful and sweet and kind. And she had another birthday. So I'm so grateful we get to go take her out for dinner this weekend and just, really spend some time with her. I don't often get one-on-one time with her. And so on Saturday, she and I set out for a little adventure and we kind of stuck close to home because my stepdad is older and he has dementia, but we stuck close to home and we just went out and about and did all sorts of interior design things because I have gotten the bug. I don't know about you guys, but I may even have to do some episodes on this, but I have really been enamored with decorating lately. And it's something that my mom has always from such a young age. I mean, she has always been an excellent, incredible interior designer. And she's never really had any formal training. So she's just self-taught, but she is so good at it. And I think I felt like, fashion is my realm. I need to just stay there. But I have started decorating and I have a confession to make. I have a little bit of an addiction going on. And my husband is joking about an intervention, but I love plants. I love plants. And I have been adding to my collection and I love my plants. I love the beauty that they bring. I love how they make me feel. Plants and color. I love color. And you're going to hear me talk a lot more about color in recent months because I'm writing a book on color. And I tell you what, it's been so fascinating as I've been a style coach for 14 years. What I've learned about color, it's like every year I learn more. I go deeper. I take it to a different level. And I see something that I've never seen before, or I see things in a different way, I should say. My perspective is always changing. And I have found that I love to surround myself with bright, vibrant colors, which is interesting because the colors that work best for me, I'm a winter. I work best in bright, vibrant colors. And I'm so drawn to those. They're just energize me. And it's interesting because the dopamine dressing trend has been really hot. And I think I'm drawn to dopamine decorating, if that's a thing, but really decorating in a way that makes me happy, bringing in bright colors, patterns, prints. And it's fun. I'm having fun with that. So y'all are going to be seeing pictures soon. If you do follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Style by Mary Michelle. I'm going to be posting pictures. Actually, I did shoot my very first home-oriented TikTok the other day, and it was about decorating with books because my mom and I went to Habitat for Humanity and found some fabulous books. But I won't digress. I want to, but I won't. Today, we're talking about coastal grandmothers. Have you heard about this trend? It's so interesting. I am on TikTok and I've been having a lot of fun over there. So come join me, come join the party. And I saw I guess the first TikTok video that I saw, I don't remember who it was, but it was an older woman who was sitting at a desk and she was talking about being a coastal grandmother. And I thought, well, how cool is this? And I sent it to my mom. And then I saw another one that was actually a younger woman, probably in her 20s, talking about the coastal grandmother trend. I'm like, interesting. Because I wouldn't think that somebody in their 20s would want to dress like a coastal grandmother. Anyway, I was wrong. Apparently, it is a thing. It is a real thing. And I've been noticing on Facebook, I've commented to several of my clients that they're dressing like a coastal grandmother. And they're like, is that good? What does that mean? And I realized that it is a trend, and it's a good trend. And it's a trend that I think is going to resonate with a lot of you. But I also realized that not a lot of people know about it, and it's kind of fun. I've been having fun with it, and I even created a coastal grandmother playlist. So I'm going to put a link to that in the show notes. You'll have to go check that out. I've been having fun doing playlists on Spotify, and you're going to be seeing more themed playlists from me. But the coastal grandmother trend was started by a TikToker, someone named Lex Nicoletta. So I have to give her credit where credit is due. She's the one that coined the term coastal grandmother. And she describes it as a marriage of everything that I am and everything that I want to be. Fresh flowers in the living room, making coffee in the morning, listening to cozy music. And she was getting comments like, you just described my grandmother, or life goals. And she could see that this trend was really resonating with other people. So she really put it together to define what it is. And what it is really, it's a lifestyle turned fashion aesthetic. And I love this. It's finding beauty in the little things. I totally resonate with that, finding beauty in the little things, because really it's the everyday. It's the things we do day in and day out. We can find so much beauty and so much gratitude in that. The fresh flowers, cooking a beautiful meal, listening to great music, drinking a beautiful cup of tea, which of course, I love. And so this aesthetic is classic, it's nostalgic, and it represents a state of mind that a lot of us want to live in. So it's aspirational. It is definitely an aspirational lifestyle. And the quintessential coastal grandmother lives in a beach town and perhaps resides in the Hamptons or somewhere beautiful so she can go for her long walks on the beach. But I want to share with you a little bit about what it is to be a coastal grandmother, or to at least embrace this aesthetic, so that when you hear the term, especially when it comes from your kids, you'll know what it means. Now, a coastal grandmother, her hobbies, which I love a lot of these. Gardening. I love gardening. I mentioned earlier. Now, I don't necessarily describe myself as a coastal grandmother because of some of the fashion traits that you'll hear about in a minute. And I'll tell you why. But I love this aesthetic. And I think for certain women, it is so appropriate. So gardening, picnics. I love a good picnic too, especially when you have a beautiful picnic basket and it's not just going and getting takeout and spreading out a blanket. You've got the plates and you've got the silverware and the beautiful napkins and maybe some fresh flowers and your cheese and charcuterie board and a bottle of wine. You're prepared. Like it's an event. It's not just, hey, let's have some food on the beach. It is an event. Walks on the beach. And of course, you're dressed for it. Painting. Maybe the coastal grandmother is taking watercolor classes, or she's doing one of the wine and design classes or something like that. But she's painting, she's expressing herself in a beautiful way. Or maybe she's taking ceramics classes, or she's building something. She's doing something creative. She also loves to flip through magazines sitting on her beige couch or white. And she loves flower arranging and decorating with fresh flowers. Is that you? Are those your hobbies? I certainly can resonate with some of those. She also loves cooking, and Ina Garten of the Barefoot Contessa is her muse. She loves whipping up easy dinners, having casual dinner parties, and just really living the comfortable, elegant beach aesthetic. Now, the coastal grandmother, as Lex describes, really defined women in a Nancy Meyers movie. So think Something's Gotta Give, It's Complicated, Book Club, Nights at Rodanthe, or Home Again. And there are a few style icons I can point you to. And so if you want to embrace this aesthetic, I don't know why I have a hard time saying that word, aesthetic. If you want to embrace this aesthetic, or at least see what style that is, Google Diane Keaton and Something's Gotta Give. Meryl Streep from It's Complicated, Jane Fonda from Book Club, Diane Lane at Nights at Rodanthe, and Reese Witherspoon in Home Again. They all embrace the coastal grandmother aesthetic in their style. Elegant yet comfortable. She's wearing clothes she can walk in, and cashmere everything, because, ladies, she can afford it. Cashmere sweaters, cashmere throws, cashmere bathrobes, you name it. So you don't have to have cashmere to be a coastal grandmother, but it is one of her defining qualities. All right, so signature pieces for a coastal grandmother. Now, as I mentioned, I've seen a lot of women on TikTok showing the coastal grandmother trend, and there are so many ways it can be interpreted. But the defining factor of a coastal grandmother is the colors that she wears. The coastal grandmother dresses in lighter colors, white, pale neutrals, and pastels. Now, ladies, this is why I say the coastal grandmother look is not for me, because even though I love white, I love pale neutrals, I love pastels, I need darker, richer, more vibrant colors. As I mentioned earlier, I am drawn to vibrant jewel tones, black, intense color combinations. That works better for me because of my own personal coloring. And so I might express the coastal grandmother aesthetic with my own color palette, which is, that's what I teach all the time, is put your own spin on something. So there are certainly elements of the coastal grandmother trend that I may be bringing into my own style. In fact, the outfit I have on today, I have on a floaty kimono with a tank and white jeans. So if my tank were a little bit different colors, if my tank, instead of being hot pink, if it were light or tan or pale, then perhaps you could say I'm rocking the coastal grandmother trend. So let's talk about some of her signature pieces. The classic white button down, of course. She's got probably an oversized classic white button down. She can wear it as a beach cover up. She can wear it with her beautiful relaxed chinos. She can wear it with her capris. She can wear it with her white jeans. She can wear it in so many different ways. Flowy white tops. Now, I do have a few flowy white tops, and I love my flowy white tops. And cashmere sweaters, of course, turtlenecks, but they've got to be light. They're not dark. Breezy linen, shirt dresses, white denim, floaty scarves, bucket hats, driving moccasins, chinos, and capris. So ladies, if you want to rock the coastal grandmother trend, try dipping your toe into this trend, because it's fun. It's just, I think, to conjure up that feeling of just being relaxed, being at the beach, just taking it all in stride. It's such a beautiful way to live, finding the beauty in everyday things, celebrating life is a wonderful way to live. And so, there's certainly elements that we can all take from the coastal grandmother trend. But I just thought it was fun. I thought it was worth sharing today. And I hope you've enjoyed this. I think in all, the coastal grandmother evokes the warmth and comfort of an older woman with a zest for life. I certainly have a zest for life. I don't know if I describe myself as an older woman yet, but a zest for life, absolutely. You don't have to live at the beach or even be a grandmother to pull off this trend. You can rock the coastal grandmother trend no matter what your age, no matter where you live. It's all a state of mind, and it's an aesthetic that you can conjure in the way that works for you. But try it, play with it, have fun with it. Maybe you do it just while you're on vacation. Maybe while you're at the beach, you pretend you're a coastal grandmother and you're going to layer your sweaters over your shoulders while you go for a walk on the beach and have those picturesque moments with your family, or you're with your dog and you just want to pretend you're Diane Keaton and something's got to give. So go look those ladies up. It's just so much fun to see these women considered style icons. And I think it's a beautiful aesthetic. Again, I have seen so many of our clients dressing in this way, and I'm like, ooh, that's awesome. And especially if your coloring is a little bit lighter, wearing these colors, the pale neutrals, they work so well for you. If you have darker coloring, then you know what? Play with it. Find what works for you. But also, I'm going to invite you to go and grab my playlist on Spotify. I've got the link in the show notes. And just get a feel for, what is this vibe? What is this aesthetic? And it may be to your liking, it may not be, but I wanted you to know what the coastal grandmother trend is all about and decide if it's right for you. Ladies, I hope you have a beautiful day. I will see you next time. And remember, you are already amazing and beautiful and magnificent. I'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in to Style by Mary Michelle, where women come to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. If you enjoyed this podcast, I invite you to leave me a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you're listening. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Style by Mary Michelle and shop our boutique at shopstylefinder.com for the best in upscale casual apparel. Better yet, if you're in the Raleigh area, come see us. We're located in the North Hills Shopping Center, the premier shopping district in Midtown Raleigh. For details and links mentioned in this episode, be sure to see the show notes. Have a beautiful week.